Aloha, welcome back. If you are returning here to the channel, you're probably seeing this video. So you may want to learn more about the 90-day startup program that I offer to help you really fall in love with the ukulele, and you're just looking for some expert guidance to really help you on this journey of mastery in your personal musicianship and whatever that journey looks like for you. So I wanted to dive in a little bit more about what we go over, because I found that on my own personal journey, as well as learning from other instructors, there were just a couple of things that I felt there were just gaps, like in terms of understanding, like for one, learning the best way that works for you. Some instruction and some classes can be very rigid, and I understand it because I was classically trained. I've actually played musical instruments my entire life. I played the violin, the piano, and a little bit of the saxophone, the flute, and a little bit of clarinet. I guess I was just trying to be like a one-woman quartet. I don't know, but my mom let me do it, so hey, did it. So learning the ukulele was very easy for me. However, I understood the difference in the nuance between classically trained versus, like, I guess, a more modernized training. But there's also understanding there's a lot of intuitive music that's embedded within our beings, because we're like, what, 70-80% water. Water is very fluid. Water is very motion based. You know, you go to the ocean. What's the best thing about going to the ocean or going to the beach is the waves, the sounds, the music, the notes, the feeling, the vibration. So I just believe in being a lot more intuitive and being supportive of the way that you learn, as well as still utilizing the wisdom of the tried and true best practices from the classical ways to learn. So you're gonna still get music theory, you're still gonna get a lot of the history, you're still gonna know how to read music. I don't believe in just only playing by ear, or in like the guitar ukulele world, there's such a thing as tabs, and we'll go over that in another video. That's great to learn, and it's still part of your arsenal. However, I don't want you to just completely rest on that. So I really cover the gamut of all that you need to know to really build up the first 90 days. And I say 90 days because I know there's that popular saying that it takes 21 days to build a habit. I just believe in taking a little bit further, because it's just a matter of, like, the frequency that which you do something determines the frequency of that thing. And so if you are frequently in the habit of building on really good foundation and really good, building blocks, if you will, of learning something like a new instrument, and in this case, the ukulele, you'll be better equipped to take on whatever else you want to do. So when you want to get to that next step, you want to venture out in, potentially composition, songwriting, if you want to pursue it professionally, you'll have a good solid foundation that you can always refer back to because you did the work. Also, I share a lot of things that I haven't heard anyone share in terms of like little miniature shortcuts, but in the ways that make sense, because of course, like, there's really no shortcut. Like, you can't like fake playing an instrument. Like, you either can or you can't. So like, you're at a party and there's a piano, and then someone's asking, hey, can someone play the piano to kind of liven things up a little bit or have a little bit of music going? You kind of can't fake it. You can't say, yeah, I played piano, but you didn't really play what you did, like, but you were like 10 and you played it for like a year or two and you haven't played it for the past 25 years. Like, you kind of can't fake that. So I wanted to create a program and a system that helps accelerate the learning process with things that I have found that have worked for me. And if it works for you, great. I just wanted to be able to share things because I just didn't really see a lot of people sharing little shortcuts that make sense. Again, I'm not like saying, it's gonna like completely be like, oh gosh, I can shortcut my way to this. It's like, no. However, there are things that can help accelerate the learning process that I have found beneficial for myself, and I wanted to share that as well. And then also, I really wanted to dedicate some one-on-one time. So I do have some live group sessions built into the program where I will actually be live with the core group on Zoom, and you can ask me any questions you want to ask me. We can practice anything you want to practice. If you need a little bit more assistance in certain areas, we can explore different ways that I could help you Just understand like any gap that is still in your mind, the live portions are there to fill it. So I really have been working on just making sure this is really complete and cohesive and buildable and fun. Like, this is a fun thing. Like, you didn't decide to just invest into an instrument because, you know, they can get kind of pricey, although this is just a beginner one here. And I have a list of resources and recommendations of all the tools and things you'll need. You don't have to break the bank. And then of course, as you grow, you'll want to just of course reinvest in, you know, your equipment, just like any artist will have to do. So I wanted to give a little bit more information about the 90-day program that I offer. And if you have any questions, go ahead and click the link below and it'll take you straight away over to learn more. And then go ahead and feel free to leave me a comment or a message. You can also email me. I'll have all the information on how to get in contact with me on the page, and we'll just be able to just connect from there and then decide if it's a good fit for you and when you want to get started. So I look forward to seeing all of your beautiful faces and just being able to help guide you and nurture and just pour into you, because this is something that's going to be a lifelong thing you can take with you towards however far you want to take it. And I just am so happy that you are potentially considering me to be your guide and your partner on that path of your musical passion and love. So I look forward to seeing you all very, very soon. And until next time.